As you can see by the screen there, we're gonna talk a lot of sports here for this hour or so. We got BA Get Your Bars Up Media, Lakerland family. Also myself, Hank, Sports Game Vision Lakerland. The team, I don't know where they at right now, the rest of everybody else, but shout out to them, Cole and Seven Mitchell. But yeah, we got a good show here today. We're gonna hit the banner and come right back. We are back in the building once again. Well, we're gonna switch some things up. Some things, like I say, crashed on us in this beginning part of the show. But we're gonna start off the show with sad but heartfelt news, I guess, because I like the guy, the gentleman, the great one of the greatest of all time, died a few days ago. Rest in peace to Willie Mays. He one of the greatest to ever play. You can see some of his stats right here as a Hall of Famer. All those gold gloves, graded defense, graded offense. He has over 600, almost close to 700 home runs. He's still in the top 10 of home runs, even after all the years of being retired. Great stories about him. Also, yesterday they had a tribute to him at a baseball game. One of the Negro League field, one of the oldest fields in the country, in the world. The Birmingham Barons played there for Alabama, and I believe St. Louis and San Francisco played. St. Louis won the game yesterday by 1 run. You also had living legends still alive that came to the game to support it and witness history. I believe the first game they played there as well for Major League Baseball. And of course, like I say, San Francisco, which Willie Mays played for, and St. Louis played the game there, which St. Louis won by 1 run. But rest in peace to the great Willie Mays. You got anything you want to say about it, BA?
Nah, man. R.I.P. to one of the gods of baseball that a lot of people don't tend to talk about, because it's he hasn't played baseball in over 50 years, and when he was playing, he dominated, and numbers still stand. Not too many people in baseball hit over 600 home runs. Hopefully, a lot of people understand how hard it is to do that. And not only was he an amazing baseball player, but he was an amazing activist. Because at a time when, speaking of Juneteenth that just passed, he was one of the activists that, like when you seen the Bill Russells, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, or the Tiny Archibald at the time, when you seen all of them, he was one of those ones that stepped out, like Jim Brown and all of them. When we talk about them, but we don't really mention Willie Mays. He was one of the guys that when a time when it wasn't so cool to be us. The perception, he made it. He was letting everybody know, man, I love my people no matter what. You can never stop. And giving people of color like a type of motivation to want to be better and to want to do better with themselves and to be able to take care of your family. Correct. So to him, he's one of the GOATs.
Definitely. He's high up there, like you say. That's the nature of the business. Once you're not around for quite a while, people forget about you. The newer generation just sticks to their generation, and they don't really know what's the past greats. I mean, look at those numbers. I mean, that's better than a lot of people that are around right now still playing. Whoever the greats are right now, he's up there. He can match them in just what he's done. And remember, he played in the Negro Leagues as well.
Yeah, so, exactly.
He came from the Negro Leagues to the major leagues and put up these statistics. One of the best to ever do it. He's the godfather to one of my favorites of all time, Barry Bonds. Was around him at an early age. I'm sure helped his greatness, along being around his father, who was a great player himself. He hit over 400 home runs himself, I believe, or close to 400. So He was around greatness as a kid. And Willie Mays, rest in peace. He did a lot for the game. You need to go check out some of his clips, his talking clips, audio clips, video clips, and also people talking about how good of a person he was, how great of a player he was as well. There's been a lot of information being put out since his passing, but great things to research and get to know your history a little bit.
At facts, I don't look like, as crazy as this sound, because he was like he was old to me even when I was a baby. When I was a little kid and I heard a story, he was even older. He was older back then, and now
Right.
I'm getting much older, so I never looked at Hank Aaron as a baseball player. I always looked at him as an amazing black or so-called black activist. Like, he was always an amazing human being.
You
First,
talking Willie Mays?
Willie Mays. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
Willie Mays.
Hank
Yeah,
Aaron, shout out to him too.
yeah. Shout out to Hank. Shout out to Hank. He wanted to go too. But Willie Mays, I always looked at him as an amazing human being. So salute to him, man, and may he rest in power. He was blessed to live a full life. Like, he got a chance to really live a full life.
He got up there. You see the other gentleman I pull here. He's 99. I mean, played in the Negro Leagues. I mean, that body of knowledge and history that you can learn from gentlemen like that is. I always like to talk to older people and just pick their brain, and they give you some good information, man.
Man, bro, you're talking about people like they came into this world with real food. They got to live like when they became adults and they were in their 30s and 40s, right? They still had real food. It wasn't none of this extracurricular stuff going on in their vegetables and in their meat and all of that. No, everything was organic back then. And this is a testament to that. This is why you're seeing a lot of people from that era live to 80, 90, sometimes 100 years old, because they came in the organic world, where we came in where the food was still good, but
it was starting to change it.
It was starting to change when we came in slightly.
Yeah, when we got born,
yeah. A lot of them, especially the ones in their 60s and 70s, they lived this long for a reason. They're still on this earth for a reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace to Willie Mays. One further story before I move on. I watched the video about Will Clark. I don't know if you remember him, played for San Francisco. Yes. He said it was somebody was talking trash to Willie Mays, and Willie Mays had been retired for like 20 something years almost at the point. He said, "Give me that bat, young fella." Went to the batter's box, knocked one out the park, center field. They said it was like at least 410 to 460 feet in the middle of the field. Cleared it.
He was in his mid to late 50s when he did that. That's what made it crazy.
Cleared it.
Yo, imagine somebody almost 60 years old get out there and do that.
Especially baseball, because timing, not just your power, your timing, your hand-eye coordination has to be great. So,
if in order to be that age and be able to do that, it has to be extraordinary. Like, it has to be definitely extraordinary, because if it's not extraordinary, we lose that. We lose hand-eye coordination as we get older, because we don't have that same movement. Our movements change. But for him to still be able to do that, oh my gosh.
Imagine when he was like younger, right?
Yeah, Barry Bonds. I don't think Barry Bonds can do that right now.
I don't know. Barry that guy. We gotta see.
Yeah, I gotta see.
I saw him yesterday. He looked in pretty good shape. I'm gonna count him out, because that'll be about the same age. His godfather was in. Exactly. Crank it out.
Hey,
was that guy.
And what makes it even more impressive is he wasn't on that new Balco.
Yeah. Wasn't on that new Balco. The clear and the cream.
Exactly. Natural, all natural.
Yeah, but shout out to the great Willie Mays, rest in peace. And I like how they brought in the Negro League stats and went to the Negro League field and showing them the respect that those Negro League players deserve.
I gotta say, and I agree with you on that, but I gotta say one thing. Another dope part about like him living a full life, like he came up when it wasn't like buildings weren't buildings for real. it was still a lot of rare land that people were still conquering and building on. And to be able to watch like life from then till now is like, I know that's mind-boggling. I know it. He got a chance to watch, buildings and things grow, fall, come back up again, switch names. He got to do this for generations, bro. He lived multiple generations. That's rare. It's rare these days, man.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Exactly.
Thank God.
It's amazing. I think it's dope. Like, you come into this world one way and you leave another way. Not only do you change, but everything around you changes. Like the cars, people like when he was born, they were on dirt roads, and country fields and all of that. Now, through time, everything started to progress. Incredible.
Yep. Rest well.
Facts.
We'll transition here to a younger gentleman. Hopefully he has a chance to make it that age too, but he's part of our Laker team. Got hired.
Yeah.
JJ Redick.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a small clip and we'll jump right back into it.
Season. Now, I don't appreciate or like how JJ Redick has been talked about.
Sure. It's interesting.
By a lot of people who have been co-workers of JJ Redick. And I am not somebody who is tight with JJ Redick. I am not, I don't have JJ Redick's phone number in my phone. I don't know if he's been on the program, I think one time. I don't really chat with him or catch up with him. But like JJ Redick played 15 years in the NBA. I think he made the playoffs 14 times. Okay, for teams he was on. Was he the star of the teams? Well, I'm sure there's people that are going like, holy JJ Redick because of what he did at Duke. But you're talking about a guy who I believe was considered a leader on every one of his teams. 14 of them make the playoffs in 15 years. 14 times his teams made the playoffs that he was on. He averaged 13 points. He has a 12,000 point scorer. Like everything he accomplished in basketball would lead you to believe, oh, this guy might be a good coach. Been around a long time, knows a lot of the basketball, is a basketball savant. He was actually being introduced on a lot of these shows on ESPN as a guy this guy's a basketball genius. He's been around a lot of winning cultures, yada, 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 JJ Redick. And now that JJ Redick got the job, or was seemingly going to get the job, a lot of people on TV are acting like he's not the right guy for the job.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. So how you feel about... I don't know if we've all collectively talked about it. JJ's hired for the job, the man for the job after they failed to get the UConn coach.
Yeah, Dan Hurley.
And you see what he's up against here. Trying to be the first to coach 3 consecutive seasons as a Laker.
Man, that was cap, man. This is McAfee, bro. If I could tell him to just chill out, man. I know you going, and McAfee it's just a lot of people that he don't like. Like, it's a lot of people that he doesn't like that said things about JJ Redick. That's the only reason why he's speaking up. As far as JJ Redick, man, salute to him for getting the position, but that's all cap. JJ Redick ain't never won nothing in college or in the NBA. In all of those teams where he's talking about, he was the leader. No, he wasn't. JJ Redick was at best the 6th to 8th best player on those teams. Was he an amazing shooter? Sure. But people are mad because of no experience. That's what people are mad of. They not hating on him. They just like, this dude had no experience. He wasn't a general manager. He wasn't in the front office. He didn't do none of that. He just was on a podcast with LeBron James. And all of a sudden, now we're gonna have now you can go ahead, we're gonna give you the job. And that's why people are in their feelings when you got coaches who have been on winning teams, such as Sam Cassell and others who actually coached and actually been in organizations as coaches. Who
you see Seven trying to get at you?
Look at shout out to 7, man. I'm in his own 7. I wasn't even paying attention to Hank said something. I didn't even know he was there. But nah, man, JJ Redick, he cool, but nah, man, I don't like what Pat McAfee don't know what he's talking about. Like his cap, stick to football.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand what some of the stuff he's saying. It does seem like people are taking more shots at him since he been introduced as maybe the coach of the Lakers.
Yeah, don't nobody want to be the head coach of the Lakers. That's why JJ Redick got it. Because everybody ducking and dodging. Don't nobody want to be on the team. Don't nobody want to coach LeBron James. Nobody. Not right now. Why? Because it's a lot of trouble and they might not be there long if they don't win. And then guess what happens with LBJ? LBJ ends up being a player coach and everybody follows him and don't follow the coach when LBJ don't see eye to eye with coaches. And that's what happened with the last 2 coaches that coached in Los Angeles.
Yeah. That what is the 2020 team that had that rotation of coaches basically? That seemed to have worked.
But it was still Frank Vogel was still the main man. They had a couple of coaches. Yeah, here we go, 7. Of course, man. Don't nobody want to coach the Lakers right now. In 2 years, everybody gonna be like, yeah. Or maybe next year when LeBron probably plays for the Sixers or whoever drafts his son. Or LeBron, they got enough money to get rid of some people down in Dallas too right now. That's what I'm hearing. So you just never know. That's what
talking about him going to Dallas.
Yeah, like Dallas has they didn't give Kyrie the max. They're about to give Luka the max, and they got enough room to give somebody a big contract. All they got to do is clear out a couple spots, get a couple people up out of there, and LeBron could be there if they decide to draft his son. Who knows?
I don't know about that one. I still don't think he's giving up LA living. I don't think so.
You got that much money, bro. It don't even matter. You can still keep your house in LA. Your kids can still grow up there. All you gonna do is go. He at the age where he probably want to get away a little bit anyway. He probably want to get away from the family a little bit. Yeah.
Hey.
Y'all can see me on weekends, or y'all can see me here and there. Yeah.
Did you see the picture with him? You sent me that too. With him and Savannah at the Lamar concert. You better not get on that stage.
You know, he want to get on that stage and crip walk and all of that. No, you're LeBron James. And it's like, no, LeBron, like stay your here. Everybody already see you talking crazy, talking about OVO and all of that stuff. Everybody see you. You don't need to be on that stage with Russell Westbrook.
Speaking of that, you see Drake is unfollowing everybody that he don't follow DeRozan, he don't follow LeBron. I think he don't follow Westbrook. He don't following everybody.
Really? Oh my gosh! Yep. I need to do it. I need to do a story about that. Dang, I didn't even know that.
You know, people be on it. I'm like, heck, nah, Drake mad as mug right now.
Yeah, you see, what's her name? Is it Northwest?
Northwest, yeah.
You see, she was like, OVO. She was young girl going crazy with her people.
Well, man. You know, Kanye really don't like Drake, so that's a win for him. Yeah. So speaking of Bron, his coaches, man, this is interesting too. Did you see this graphic here?
Bron's coaches who played against him. Tyronn Lue. Yeah, it's time for him to go. Time to get up out of there. That's all this optic tells me. It doesn't say, oh, he's super amazing. No, it just says it's his time to go, man.
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I was hoping 7 was going to be on here. But I do think he's going to play longer than that 2 years, especially if the NBA team ratifies the extra teams, extra cities.
Yeah.
He gets Vegas. I think he plays a year in Vegas to say he did it.
I don't think he want to play in Vegas. I think that as far as owning the team, of course, but like this is the reason why he want to play 2 years. What do you say? He want to get $60 million a year, something like that. He want to get 60. So he want to get his 2 years, 120, and that's cool. But your dollar ain't gonna stretch while you in LA. The taxes is crazy.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. where there's no state tax. Go get
Nevada.
Go there. Go. Well, they can't go there because no NBA team there. But I think that he's gonna play 2 years, and then when he play, actually low key, I don't think he's gonna play possibly 2. He might opt out his last. He might just play 1 year, bro, because he want to play with his son. Because he got the money to get a team now, and he got the Illuminati in his back pocket, so he got hundreds. he got the Illuminati in his back pocket. He should be all right.
Yeah, I think that. And let's say he did do that, he gets the team. I think the lure of him being able to play on his own team, at least for one season, half a season, would be enticing to come back. Because it's going to be a lot of merchandise being sold playing on his own team.
Man, everybody can't be Michael Jordan.
Well, that'd be better than Michael. Michael ain't never played on his own team that he owned.
Yes, he did with the Wizards. Remember,
he really owned it like that. He had like 2%.
Yeah, but you're owner though.
LeBron gonna have like 50, 100% of that thing.
Nah, he gonna have 51% for sure. Yeah, 51. But I don't know what the rules is with that. If you can be an owner and play, like be a majority owner and still play. Play for the team. Yeah, I don't know if there's any rules for that, but it would be dope. But MJ, the only person I know that's done that. Even though it was like 2 to 5%, it wasn't that. Yeah.
Brian coming for that. Watch.
Trying to bring it out. He tried to do everything Michael Jordan did. That's crazy. That's crazy. Salute to him.
Stick it on basketball, man. We're gonna play a clip in a second, but here I don't think we talked about it together. The championship one for the Boston Celtics. Let's play this clip and then come right back into it.
So Brown had the richest extension. Tatum about to surpass him this summer.
We got that. And then Luka gonna pass that. We got that.
How long?
We got it.
Okay, but is everybody has their time to shine, Gil, let them live it up for the time being. How long is the Celtics championship window?
You pay Luka more? Yeah, Tatum.
It's gonna keep going. Cap gonna keep going.
Cap gonna go. Does it automatically? How long is their window? From the style they play, I personally can't see them going back to back.
You can't?
From the style they play, I mean, you're talking about they play 5 out and just whoever gets it, just chuck a 3.
What's going to change, though?
Huh?
What's going to change? Like, what's going to change? It will take like a KD thing to the Warriors for them to change. To beat them, I think.
Congratulations to the Celtics. Got their championship number 18. Do you think they can get back to back?
Yeah, that's a possibility because what people don't realize is that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they're getting better every single year. So they're going to be better players next year than they are this year. Because both of them, despite what everybody said, they both still have a certain type of hunger to want to be the best in the NBA. They're not worried about who the best on the Celtics. They want to be the best in the NBA. And now that everybody they signed everybody that they needed to sign. They got Derek White. They're gonna bring him back. They got Jaylen Brown. He got the max contract. Now they got Jason Tatum. He's about to get a contract this offseason. Drew Holiday, they extended him another 2 or 3 years. Then on top of that, Porzingis signed. He got extended and he got a couple more years. So for the next 2 years, they're going to be problems. They're going to be problems. I don't care what other team steps up. They're going to be problems. And they didn't even know what the heck. The coach didn't know what the heck he was doing this season. And they still ended up with a chip. I know they got lucky because of injuries and things of that nature, but I can't count them out. Do I think that it's going to be do I think it's a team that's going to be able to rival them? Sure. But they showed that one person can get hurt and they still got other pieces that fit right in and they get to work. So I can't count them out. I wouldn't be surprised if they won too, because we may be watching a dynasty. It's a possibility. We just may be watching a dynasty before our eyes grow. Because they always get to the Eastern Conference. They always get there. They've gotten there the last 5 years.
You see that people been saying they ain't beat nobody. Here's the T-shirt that they made
Yeah.
Beat Miami, beat Cleveland, beat Indiana, beat Dallas, beat everybody.
Yeah.
So I know it was, injury filled season, but if you really go back to a lot of people's championships, people have that every playoff. There's somebody missing or hurt, and you could just dissect anybody's championship. But I told you early on, we talked about it earlier in the season. I was starting to believe in them, and they really proved the point. Of course, 84 Jordan. I started, that was my guy for a second. 84 Jordan had me going
always
crazy.
When you say that, you be kicking my boat like 84 Jordan. 84 Jordan. Yeah.
I know Stephen Washington probably kicking the phone like, man, shut up about that 84 Jordan. But Boston, they proved it to me, and I kept watching the games, and every time I watched it, they was just destroying teams. When they cut it on and they all healthy, there was nothing no one could do with them. So I just had belief. I knew they were going to get to the championship at least.
What people don't understand about Boston, they what kills them is they get one-on-one. They get one-on-one, like they get into this one-on-one individual. I'm gonna take it here and there. They get into that like little mind state. But when you play defense at the highest level like they do, who cares what they do on offense? They hit threes. All they really do, bro, is go one-on-one, hit a lot of three-pointers, and give you lockdown defense. They don't give you no space.
The one thing that was great about that finals that I really liked, and I felt like that the reason they was going to win it, is the ball movement was great. It wasn't a lot of one-on-ones in the finals. They played a lot of sharing their wealth and getting the wide open man. It's not as good, but very similar to the San Antonio, was it 2014 team?
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah, was it the 14? It was 14 because that's what Kawhi was on that squad. They got the best defensive team. We just seen one of the best defensive teams in the history of the NBA. People are not going to bring that up, but if you look at their defensive stats, this is why they were number one in the NBA by a landslide. Wasn't no team close to them for the number one spot. And people are going to be like, they were in the weak Eastern Conference, but they had an amazing Western. They beat everybody on the West. They had an amazing West Coast record. Being an East Coast
64-18. Only 60 win team in the league this year.
Yeah, because they were them. Because they locked up everybody, bro. Like this team, I know people are gonna be like this team could rival. This team could rival the 08 Celtics. This team could rival them, and people don't want to hear that.
They got way more 3-point shooting,
bro. They got way more defensive shooting, but. They play, 3-point shooting, but they play better defense than that team did. And that team was pretty good defensively.
Yeah, they were really good.
They were ranked. This team actually had higher ratings than that team.
Yeah, they already got the post out about 08 versus 2024. So it's everybody's debate now.
Yeah. That would be a good debate because you throw Porzingis in the mix. I love me some Kevin Garnett. He gonna be trying to push and whatever, but Porzingis is gonna give him some buckets if they leave KG out on that island with Porzingis. Because guess what? KG got to go. He ain't guarding the post. He got to go up to that 3-point line, and that leaves that whole middle open. And Kendrick Perkins, who he gonna stick? He? Salute to Kendrick. That's my guy. But no, he ain't gonna.
Yeah, that's a good debate. But for the fans of the Celtics, I know they happy. Look at them sleeping, getting ready for the parade, got the gear out, like they about to go party it up. Enjoy number 18. They might be able to get 19. We'll see.
Yeah, this is why I gotta take it back to the Lakers. The Lakers had a chance to go back to back. But they got rid of their whole entire roster. All of them veterans, like they had multiple future Hall of Famers on that team that people don't talk about. When you have people like Rondo, you have JaVale McGee, you have Dwight Howard, you had DeAndre Jordan, you had Avery Bradley, and then you got LeBron, AD, Caruso, KCP, who was a multiple-time champion. Bro, they were built for success. What too
Deion
many
Waiters.
people picked him? You said who?
Deion Waiters.
I forgot. They picked him up. They picked him
J.R.
up. Like,
Smith.
yeah. Oh, I forgot they had JR too. They picked both of them up because what you call them couldn't make it because
They
Avery
got
Bradley
tips.
didn't come back to the bubble. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. You right. See, bro. It'd be that
Yeah,
way.
Lakers. Hey, it's gonna be tough, but I mean, they gotta make some moves. It's gonna be very hard. You see, we're gonna talk about it in a second. Some of the moves that just happened this all season definitely has already affected them. So it's gonna be some changes they're gonna have to make to try to get the roster right.
Gotta watch out for OKC, man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But while we move on, we're gonna go on to this real quick. I don't know if you've seen this. We're gonna jump into a little bit of football. You see the UFL is pretty much is working pretty well. See all those names that are gonna go to the NFL, they sign with teams.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing that ever happened in the UFL was merging with the XFL. With them merging, bro, and expanding that league, I think it did something. It gave it a certain type of energy, bro. And then isn't the Rock still
Yeah, he's still part owner of it. You know?
Yeah, so and you're talking about promo, bro. Like I salute to them, bro. It's gonna continue to be like that because I've seen some hell of some athletes in the UFL and the XFL. See some hell of athletes, bro.
This is what it was designed for, the XFL when it came back in the original XFL. Well, they came back what, 3 times? Yeah, this is the third time. The first time they got a lot of players that made the NFL, and also the NFL stole a lot of their ideas. And when they brought it back this third time, they partnered with the NFL for real. And a lot of the ideas that they might come up with, the NFL will test out on the X or UFL now first, and then bring it into the league.
Man, this is needed. This is needed. Like it's kind of like the G League. Kind of like the G League. Like it's definitely dope to have a developmental type league to bring in players and to give players who probably didn't get a chance in college to really prove themselves. Some of them didn't even go to college because they couldn't even go to college because of allegations and all that stuff. And then you go to this league and you turn that thing out and you show your athleticism and you show your intelligence on a certain level. And now one day you wake up.
Not to mention, just like I feel like in all the sports, there's guys that just can't make a roster, just too much talent. Or some guys hogging because they've been there for a long time. And politics.
That's exactly for every professional league in the country, because I can't speak for the world, but in the country, whether it's hockey, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, it's politics, bro. Like you just said, whether it's somebody that's been on the team for a song, they saving a spot for Udonis Haslam for my guy that was playing Jason Witten when he came back his final year, like. And he didn't really do much for my Cowboys like that. Like that is what it is. Like it's going to be 2 to 3 spots that are going to be filled every single season with people that probably don't even need to be on the team. And it's people that's in, and they say street clothes, that's in street clothes, that's ready to go. But they can't get the spot because of politics, man.
Yep. And even, excuse me, Gilbert Arenas has talked about it. Like even how he got his spot, he had to work his way off the bench. And guys got hurt. He got hurt, and that's how he got his chance. And I don't know if it was him, probably someone on his show talking about you just see people in practice giving your star player that work in practice, but they don't get to play.
You heard what he said. He said the person that was in front of him was Mookie Blaylock.
That was my guy too. I like
Mookie. But this was an older alcoholic. It is. This ain't the lockdown Atlanta Hawks. This ain't that Mookie. But he was giving Mookie. He was smelling alcohol and giving Mookie buckets. And when Mookie got hurt, he never looked. He got in and never looked back. And that's dope. That's a dope story to continue to tell kids, because people look at Gilbert Arenas and they be like, oh man, he's this, oh he's that. Man, this dude was not, bro. Gilbert he was a second-round pick. He was a second-round pick, bro.
He shouldn't have been a second-round pick.
He shouldn't have been, but he got hurt. His sophomore year? Because I think he played as a sophomore. He was a sophomore.
Also,
junior.
did you hear the story about his draft combine stuff and him like pissing off the people in the draft, the owners and stuff? That's part of the reason he too. Richard Jefferson to tell it good. You got to listen to him talk about it. He was just doing a whole bunch of crazy, immature stuff, and the owners and GMs were like, "Nah, we good on him."
Exactly. Hold up, man. Hold up. I'll be right back, Hank.
I got you. I'm gonna show this right here in the comments section. I just seen you. If you're still there, Jeffra, go Celtics! Congratulations to you and the team. Hard fought, well-deserved victory. And I always give respect to champions. It's a hard thing to do. All right. As we move forward here, we're going to talk a little bit more about basketball on the show. Talk about my hometown team, Detroit Pistons. Yeah, that's right. They got a new president of basketball operations, Trajan Langdon. He did it for Oklahoma City. Sorry, not Oklahoma City. New Orleans Pelicans. A lot of good comments and information coming out about him. We'll play this small clip and then jump right back into it.
Man, I feel amazing. Yeah, this is my first time trying not to just be, cheesing right now in this interview, but I feel good. It's been a long time coming, so don't want to go back to where we were.
Fall in the lottery, what pick you're going to end up with?
Well, obviously the skill set and the potential has to be super high if you're, a top 4 or 5 pick in the draft, because you're looking at a game and a franchise changer, hopefully.
Yeah, that's trained in that's where he's at in New Orleans, but it's the same situation he's going to deal with this year with Detroit having the number 5 pick. So you got a guy who knows how to look at talent, and he should be able to pick someone up pretty good. And of course, you seen the other clip was a good Cade Cunningham. That was when they broke that streak. But it's the same feeling right now. New coaching staff, new front office. There was rumors there was a lot of problems going on between all that this past year. So a fresh start, and hopefully we'll get some great pieces and wins this year.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you this. They're gonna make the play-in this year. They're either gonna be playing or they're gonna be in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, me and Seven, we got our wings on the line. I said play in.
Yeah,
they should have been there this year to me, but I just don't know what happened.
This year, I didn't expect them to be there. I didn't expect them to be there this year. Just because
I expect them to be that bad. They was horrible.
They weren't. This is when I say the record looks discouraging, like more discouraging than what it was. About 60% of their games, right? About literally 60% of their games, they were like, it came down to the wire. They were down either by a few points or they were leading going into the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is where they fell apart. Why? Because they didn't have nobody to step up and be an actual leader.
Yep. And then we started Killian Hayes over Jaden Ivey.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
But Jaden, Killian Hayes did all right, but
not.
But Ivy came off that bench and was putting up numbers. Like he's I believe that Jaden Ivey is a future 6th man of the year, because there's no way that he can be like he doesn't. Him and Cade don't play. They don't play well with each other.
With the new coach, I don't know who it's going to be. They're going to have to figure that out. But we also got someone that might come back who also might be a future Hall of Famer. That's a debatable thing right now. Andre Drummond, 7 Mile Dre, might come back home. He's showing love to the city. He said it's a love story. He calls it his home. So he still loves Detroit. He might come back.
He's still trying to get a bag. That's what he's trying
to do. He's not going to get the bag he had when he was there, but he gonna get something.
Man, bro, the way that the NBA is paying people now, bro, he's still gonna get a lot of money.
Well, remember when he was there, he had max out money. He's not getting max out money.
Nah, but if you look at it, it's not gonna be too far fetched from max out money. Max out money when he was in the NBA was $20 to $25 million a year. Yeah. So he's gonna get there. He's gonna get about 15 to 20.
Yeah, we'll take it there. He's an experienced big. He can help show what's the name during the ropes. They're already talking about they're trying to put Isaiah Stewart on the market. I've heard about that. And then of course this right here, they're saying that they might partner together and trade contracts, which means that Miles Bridges might come back home too to Michigan. He played for Michigan State, and that would be a key addition to the Pistons as well.
Y'all get Miles Bridges. I think Miles Bridges. I don't want y'all to get Miles Bridges. I think that's gonna mess up the. I really mean this when I say this. Duran, bro, is a future perennial all-star. Bro. Like he's going to average soon. He's going. People don't know him, but I've watched him play the last 2 seasons. The first season he was hurt majority of the year. This year he got a chance to play more, but he was still hurt. But he's going to be a 20 and 12 guy. Like I didn't say 20 and 10, 20 and 12. He's going to be that.
Oh, he's a
very soon. Very, very soon.
And then I don't know if he's watching the clips on the internet. He out there showing range. He can shoot. He can shoot the 3. But he probably not gonna play like that during the game, of course. And then Amin.
Thompson, like, yo, that's another person that's going to be an amazing role player because he defends at a high level and he doesn't even know what he's doing, but he will I've seen him put blankets over people.
Yeah.
Like his brother in Houston scores. Amir, he scored. He don't play defense like that. But they got the blue collar. The blue collar is in Detroit where he needs to be because he doesn't have to score the ball to have impact on the game. That's what I like about him. Y'all have a squad, bro.
They call him a new version of Dennis Rodman. The new Dennis Rodman.
Y'all have a squad. And
I'm telling you, even the year before, that's why I felt like they could make a play in last year. Because the year before, I was like, oh man, next year they're gonna be even better. And they just slid.
I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs this year. I knew they weren't going to be that good this year as far as like in the win. But what they showed me exactly what I thought. They just need a leader. Yeah. And they need to finish games. But that's what young teams don't ever finish games until they do. That's how Boston was when what's his name? When before Tatum got there, they had Jaylen Brown, and they had Isaiah Thomas in them, right? Not Isaiah Thomas, because he wasn't there. He wasn't there yet. Marcus Smart, exactly. Like they weren't finishing games. They didn't finish games, and then when Tatum got there, they got a little better, and they won. They went to because this rookie year they went to the Eastern Conference Finals versus LeBron and lost. But they didn't finish that game. They were beating LeBron them. It was game 7. They couldn't finish. But young teams do that.
Speaking of Marcus Smart, you know that Houston's trying to get him.
I don't think Houston need him.
Ime there, so that makes sense.
It makes sense. I don't think Houston need him because they already got them. They got their one in there too. They got their one in there too. Van Fleet got a nice $35 to $38 million a year, and then they're about to pay what's my guy that got the Drea pregnant, the young jumper.
Him and Cade Cunningham are rivals.
Yeah, Green. Yeah, Jalen Green. Like he about to get $300 million. Houston is about to pay him a max contract.
Yeah. Let's see. They were trying to trade him last year for Mikal Bridges.
I ain't gonna lie. If I wanted to win right now, I would have got rid of him.
Yeah, they were trying to get rid of him, but then they started having a win streak. Sengun and all that. Who else?
That's who their best player is. Sengun is their best player. He don't even know he that good. That's Jokic. That's like Jokic, like 1.5.
Okay, the other trade was I seen a trade where they saying trade Sengun for my guy from the Pelicans, skinny money sniper.
You said from yeah. You talking about Ingram?
Ingram, yeah. I don't think I'd do that deal either.
Nah, Ingram he stay hurt. He stay hurt.
I think Sengun's ceiling is higher.
Bro, the Pelicans, the last 2 years, bro, they've had one of the best teams in the Western Conference. But they don't. They are always. If it's not CJ getting hurt, it's Bi getting hurt. If it's not Bi, then it's Zion. Them three, they need all three of them. When all three of them play, they win games and they end up being a top 3, top 4 seed. But when they don't play, they lose a lot of games, and then they in the 7th, 8th spot, 6th spot, maybe. Like bro. I wish they all. I would. That's the reason why Jackson Hayes left. Jackson Hayes was a pivotal piece for them. He fit in well with them, bro. He fit in well with them. But he's like, man, I want to go win, and I want to go play with LeBron.
Shout out to BA. Shout out to Seven Mitchell. I know he's listening.
I want to go play with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Shout out to them, man.
Man, so as we move forward, we're going to touch on a little bit of boxing. I don't know if you've seen this news that came forth. Ryan Garcia was suspended for 1 year, forfeits over $1 million. The win was changed to a no decision. And Devin Haney is very happy about that.
Of course.
And we're going to play this video right here.
My lawyers and team will do what they got to do to and to prove that, and in court and against Ryan Garcia, and we will take legal action to because it has affected me not only my financially, but mentally, everything.
Yeah, so now he got his win back. As you can see, he's 31-0. He's dancing on his ops. Ryan Garcia is very upset by the decision. He proved that he did not intentionally take the steroids. It was in the weight loss or the supplements he was taking in the last couple of days of the fight. They tested it and found it. Everything else, including his hair and blood, was no traces of any cheating. But Devin Haney and his dad want you to forget like that fight even happened. And I saw that fight. I don't know about you, BA. That was a whooping.
I seen that fight. You already know me. I watched this. I watched boxing.
Yeah. That was a whooping. Ryan Garcia is talking about he gonna retire right now. He tired of all the behind the scene politics. He's also talking about maybe going to the UFC and doing something over there. I don't know if he should do that for that year suspension. I think that's too short of a time to get ready, but I think a rematch should happen and then we can quiet all this.
What's so crazy is they only banned him for a year.
Right.
He's still
from the date of it happening.
Oh, from the date. So it's been already 2 months, right? 2 months, 3 months, something like that. Like, come on, you talking about you got arguably 9 to 10 more months to sit out. It's not like he boxes often anyway. He only boxes twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. That's it. You're about to sit out for another 9 months and be all right. And then you young. Because for this type of act, it should have been a couple of years to keep it 100. For this type of act, should have been a couple of years. But they're not going to do that because why? This shows you that they need him. They need Ryan Garcia. Why? Because he sells tickets. That's why they can't keep him away too long.
Well, also the amount that was found was so small there was no advantage. It was in the powder, like the stuff we could buy from the store. They came out with an alert from the manufacturer saying, "Hey, these companies are putting stuff in here that's not on the label."
Bro, the dude, once he got back hydrating, bro, he was already 4 pounds over. The dude got back. He was about 160. He was like 165 to 170 in that ring.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hey, but Haney does it all the time.
Yeah.
Haney does it. He's got a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah. And Haney actually, he got a little bigger, but he was still much smaller. You could tell the size difference. You could, in that ring, you can definitely tell the size difference, bro.
Yeah, I say run it back, do all the little testings and stuff you need to do. And if it ends the same way, you can't say nothing.
What's my guy that just got knocked out by Tank?
Man, he was in that fight too. Frank Martin.
Frank Martin. No, damn well that's too little. That weight is too little for him, bro. That's not his. You cannot lose that many pounds, bro, and then go down and fight. When you start talking about losing 15 pounds of your normal walk around in your normal boxing weight, bro, 10 pounds higher is his normal boxing weight. And you lost all of that weight and had to keep it off. That boy looked like he was dehydrated in that ring, bro. He looked like he was like a skeleton, bro. He didn't
we
look
showed
like
a picture last week.
Yeah, and you
Thriller.
seen Thriller. You seen what you call it, right? You seen Tank look normal.
Right.
Tank normal size is probably 5 pounds or 6 pounds more than that. That's it. Yeah. Oh, dude is about 15 pounds. His walk around weight, his real regular life is like 15 pounds more than that, bro. Maybe even a bit more because he's really muscular. Like he's really much bigger than that. He's slimmed all the way down just to get knocked out.
Yeah. If he stayed off the ropes, I think it would have went the distance.
Yeah, I agree. But
I had him winning the fight by a couple rounds.
I had him down. He got knocked out in the 7th. I had Tank 4 rounds to his 3. And if he would have in that round that he got knocked out in, that was actually a damn near an even round before he got knocked out. So I was gonna have it possibly with it because it was I forgot. I mean, it was like 30 seconds left or something. I was gonna have it 4-4 because the fight was extremely close. Was very, very close to me.
I know the first few rounds, Tank was PBS in the first few rounds. He wasn't. He was kind of set. What he does, which I know is he like kind of surveys the fight. Like, how's this guy gonna come at me? Let me see what my interest in to get him, and then he turns it on.
Bro, he was giving Tank the business.
Oh yeah, you see his face, right?
Exactly.
But Tank don't ever look like that after a fight.
Yeah, at all. This is the first time I ever seen him look like that in any fight that he's ever had.
Yeah.
But when you dealing with the skeleton man, that's what happens, bro. Like Tank was like, yo, like, oh yeah, I see. Like I can see how your feet are moving now. You're not getting past me. Like in that 5th and 6th round, his feet wasn't moving.
He was
like
getting tired.
He got tired because he don't need to be fighting at that weight. That's stupid, bro. But he got paid though. I will say he got his money. He got his money.
Yeah.
The most money that he's ever made in his career. He got it. So
shout out to Frank Martin and Tank. Speaking of other fights, the guy he's gonna put on another fight next month, which I'm shocked. Jake Paul is gonna face Mike Perry in a cruiserweight fight, 8-round fight, July 20th. It's probably around the time he was supposed to fight Mike Tyson again. But
he's
still the fight. Yeah, he's still gonna fight Mike in November. But to me, this just feels like that Mike Tyson fight is gonna be more of a gimmick fight because he's gonna do 2 fights.
Yeah.
He's filling in the one slot.
He better he can beat this guy because he's bigger than this dude. Like, I don't know what people think. Like Jake Paul is a big guy, man. He like 6'2", and his normal walk around weight like is like 200, 205. Like Jake is a big guy. Like he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he gonna knock this dude out. Everybody that want to fight him is like 170, 175, and this dude is 200 pounds, bro. Nah, he gonna knock this dude out. If he don't knock him out, it's gonna be like it's gonna go the distance. I don't see this dude beating him. I don't see this dude knocking him out.
He can't lose in no more fights. He already lost to Fury's brother.
That's the only one he's lost, huh?
What's his name? Not Tyson. Forgot the guys. Tommy Fury.
Yeah, Tommy Fury. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, he lost. That's his only losses to Tommy Fury.
Yep, but a guy that's a real boxer, so and
Tommy
his
Fury.
age.
And then the thing about Tommy Fury is not even that good of a boxer for real.
Right.
But he's still a professional.
Professional.
Yeah, so he knows what to do low key. He knows how to still move around and keep from getting knocked out.
Yep. All right. I'll probably, hopefully, if it's a free fight, I'll probably watch it. I don't think I'm gonna pay for that though.
Yeah, but you already know the game. You know the game.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. But man, I ain't saying much on here, but salute to everybody.
Yeah.
Get y'all money.
Get y'all money. As we switch it back up on the show, we're gonna talk a little bit about basketball, women's basketball. And you see here, you got the anniversary of the first WNBA game 27 years ago, and the LA Sparks versus the New York Liberty. Liberty won the game 67-57.
Yeah.
It's good.
Shout out to Teresa Witherspoon.
Yes, and that's Lisa Leslie.
And that's Hampton. I forgot her first name. Something Hampton.
But
ain't that crazy though? Everybody like both of that, and don't get mad at me, the everybody in sports when I say this. You got two beautiful straight women jumping, doing a jump ball. Two beautiful straight women. That's crazy, right?
you better be careful. It's Pride Month. You better be careful. They're gonna come
man. Hey, salute to the alphabet. Salute to my alphabet family. They're my family. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. It was just cool. It was cool to see. It's amazing how the league is now, which it was similar to that, but it was a lot more straight women playing basketball those days than it is now.
Or they could be closeted.
Oh yeah, because I forgot Cheryl Swoop switched up. And all that. Like a lot of women switched up. Yep. You're correct.
Just the generation after that, Candace Parker switched up.
Yeah.
So you never know. You don't know how they was working with.
Cynthia Cooper switched up and then went back.
Yep. So you don't know.
And hey, Kelsey Plum right now broke up with her husband.
She went the other way too?
Nah, it's not confirmed, but she broke up with her husband because her husband was like, "You did me wrong," and all of this other stuff. I know
she's saying the same. I've heard her say something like he did her wrong. So I don't know.
Yeah. So you know that situation happened because I don't know what the reasoning was, but he was playing for Las Vegas, the Raiders, when they got married, and she's always played. The last like 4 seasons she's been with the Aces. So the Raiders and the Aces, they were dating for a year or two, got married, and then he ended up signing a big contract with New York.
He retired.
He couldn't pass up that money. He couldn't pass up that money in New York because they gave him a big bag before he ended up leaving them.
He retired. You saw that, right?
Yeah. Oh, retired. I'm sorry. Yeah. He got a big bag when he went over there. He's one of the highest paid tight ends in the NFL.
Shout out to the ladies. We still gonna talk about them. We're gonna play a clip here about the 2 young ladies that's playing right now. Let's see what Stephen A. Smith got to say.
Are Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese being used to create race wars? I don't think so, but that's a valid question. If 2 black girls or 2 white girls were going at it, would it be nearly as appealing?
Hey, we got to stop this.
I would say no.
We have to stop this real quick. Hey.
You could say race, but the reality is that it wasn't really any kind of warfare.
Hey, we got to stop this. You got to have to change the header. You might have to add it to the header. Klay Thompson is signing with the Dallas Mavericks. Klay Thompson is signing with the Dallas Mavericks. Yo!
Wow. They got money.
Bro! I know we
breaking news.
But I just got it. I just got the you know how you know me. Yo.
You be on it.
Bro.
Wow. Well, it was, he had took everything Golden State down from his page. He unfollowed people. They said the contract negotiations weren't going well. And I guess he decided to leave.
Bro,
That's
insider
crazy.
potential. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're doing the show right now, so I'm looking to see if it's any more because I can't. I like to go to multiple different sources.
Should make sure it's all the way official.
Yeah,
but so far, we don't know if it's official yet. But
last 3 days they've been saying that's where it's going to go. They have been actually saying that, but I'm like, that's cap. Now it looks like it's about to be a super official. Yeah, and this source is actually a pretty good source. I usually, but anyways, my fault. I'm back.
All right, yeah. We'll jump back into this Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, my fault, y'all. Salute to everybody.
Are Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese being used to create race wars? I don't think so, but that's a valid question. If 2 black girls or 2 white girls were going at it, would it be nearly as appealing? I would say no. You could say race, but the reality is that it wasn't really any kind of warfare per se until Caitlin Clark was busting everybody's living you-know-what and waving their hand and her hand in their face like that, you can't see me, whatever. And then Angel Reese met her in the NCAA tournament and smoked her with LSU, took out Iowa. And that's what made Angel Reese famous to this level. And Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, says the right things, tries to avoid controversies, et cetera, et cetera. Angel Reese is a proud black woman who doesn't run from any noise. And so when you look at that, that's what I think it's about. You can say race. I think it's styles. I think if Caitlin Clark was as outspoken as Angel Reese, their battles, and they played the same position, their battles would be embraced more favorably.
2 star women in the game. As you can see, they played each other, had the highest rated game in 23 years, and the ticket prices were ridiculous, at least $358 a piece just to see those ladies play. But what's your thoughts on what SAS had to say?
He capped, bro. I cannot stand his narratives. I used to love me some Stephen A. Smith. Now he's really trying to get 1 million followers, like on YouTube, etc. Because he's trying to talk about these sensitive subjects because he's trying to become, I hate to say this because this guy trips me out too. He's trying to get on the level of a Paul McAfee and Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp. That's what he's trying to do outside of ESPN specifically. So on ESPN, he doesn't really talk about this type of stuff. He brings up little pieces because it's still Disney, right? It's still a Disney-owned company. But on his show, he can talk about whatever he wants to talk about as long as he doesn't disrespect the platform.
Right.
But I really think this is not no race. This is not inciting no race war, bro. This is not no damn. This is not
no race war. But BA, I will say this: I put out that short.
Yeah.
My God, it was so racist in them comments towards Angel Reese.
Really?
Yeah. So it's definitely race related between them two.
I guess to me, I don't look at it as I don't look at it as race, bro. I just look at it as it's a rival. It's like a real rivalry to me because they played each other the last couple of years. They played each other, bro. Mm-hmm. And they both, one time Angel Reese won, and then the second year Caitlin Clark won. And what made it was if this would have never happened, if that would have never happened, bro, we wouldn't even be discussing these ladies like that.
Yeah, but that's what makes it racial, because after that, they was going off on Angel Reese, even though Caitlin started it. She was doing it the whole year.
And I don't think it's racist, bro. I can see how people are, but that's in everything, though. People have been doing that for years with this race. What race angles?
You got to look at my comments in that short I did on YouTube and on TikTok. They was going hard on Angel, and it was race. It was race related. It wasn't her game.
I'm gonna say this. I just feel like the media is this is what they use. It's the gift and the curse with the media, and this is what they can incite. Because I believe this is what they're inciting. Because they were the ones that talked about this.
Yep.
When nobody was when nobody was watching, but we got to build some type of hype because the NBA is not popping like that. The NFL season is over. It's the tournament, and we need something to make a story out of. And that one thing changed it, and this is what they sticking to. And I feel like they're the ones they're pushing the race angle more than the people are. Yeah. But it is about race to a certain extent. It can be a lot of these things that happen, but it's all about them pushing it. I believe that the media is pushing it because it's good media. This is why Caitlin Clark. They're no longer just talking about Caitlin Clark. Now they adding Angel Reese to the mix, right. And now they got to push this war. I'm sure they did the same thing with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
I know it was probably 100 times worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure they did the same thing until they both had to come out and do commercials and stuff with each other, hug each other to make the world know, like, yo, we competitors. That's it. And I'm sure Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they're gonna have to do commercials and stuff with each other in the future to let everybody know, yo, this is a rivalry, but we have mutual respect.
Right. Which they've said that publicly. And they've been out in a couple places, but they got pictures of them together. Her and what's her name? I just got hurt from the Sparks. ACL.
Brinks.
Yeah, Brinks. Yeah, they all been out and chilling. So it's competitive rivalry, but of course the media and us fanatics are making it worse. Like, chill out.
It's something to talk about, bro. Because sports ain't the same, bro. It's different. It's a different feel. It's a different feel, bro, from all damn near all the sports, bro. The only one that's still kind of is football. Outside of that, bro, other sports, nobody talk about baseball. Nobody talk about hockey. We used to talk about
hockey, and I never was a huge watcher or anything like that, but it was high up there on the list.
Yeah.
And then they went away from ESPN. I don't know if you remember that time. This is around the time, maybe like that 93, 94, 95 era. They went away from ESPN, and then it just never was the same after that. ESPN never talked about them. I don't know if you noticed that. They never talked about them on SportsCenter. It was strategic, and it hurt the game.
Bro, hockey was, but even after that, bro, when they build up, they had a kid by the name of Sidney Crosby. He's no longer a kid, in his 30s now. Yeah. It was him. They had a guy by the name of Alex Ovechkin.
I remember
they
Ovechkin.
Built him up. And then there was another guy. It's like they had superstars. And ESPN actually did start talking about them again and covered them hugely. Hockey was big. It was like a big sport. But up until about, I want to say 2018, 2019, they disappeared again. It disappeared again, bro.
I don't think it was ever as hot as them 90s. Them 90s NHL was hot.
Nah, it was pretty hot in the 2010s, bro. It was pretty hot in the 2010s, bro. Like when they were pushing this whole new school, this new class, and the class was fire because they had personality. You seen them on movies, you seen them on TV shows, you're seeing these different people. They're breaking records, they living up to the stick and all of that. They doing all of that. Looking for the next Wayne Gretzky, of course. Yeah. But it went away, bro. It went away. 2018, 2019, it fell off. And we know baseball ain't been it since
the strike.
The
strike. 94 strike.
94. It was fire after that, though. Baseball was still lit after that.
They came back because of steroids.
Yeah.
But Mark McGwire and Barry and Sammy Sosa. That saved the game.
And Barry Bonds saved the game too. He saved it
right afterwards.
Yeah, right after that, a couple seasons.
It wasn't nothing like that home run chase though. Between Sosa and McGwire, I used to come home every day like, oh, what happened? What happened?
Bro, that was. I never watched. I was a Astros fan growing up, but that's only because I lived in Houston and the colors, the orange and blue,
That's
like
sweet.
it was cool to wear around the city. You know?
They old school jersey still smooth.
Yeah, exactly. So I was a passive fan because I still didn't know
BGO Bagwell, right?
Yeah, BGO, Bagwell, and there's one more. So there's one more Killer B. I forgot. Is it Burkhead? It was something. It was 3. The Killer Bees is what they called them. And yeah, we rock with them, bro. We rock with them year in and year out. I never really watched all the games. I only watched them when they made it to the playoffs. That's it.
Baseball and even like golf is like an acquired taste. Like you gotta love it because it's tough to sit down and watch it. You gotta like the game.
Yeah,
you gotta like the game.
Yeah, it fell off. My last time really watching it like that was when they was it 05 was my last time really paying attention. When it was the who was it? It was the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Okay.
They built that rivalry back up. And that was either the year before or the year after the Red Sox came back from 3-0 and won the pennant. That was the last time I was really engaged with baseball.
Yeah. And still great sport. It's just a long. They started to change some of the rules and trying to adjust. Like I went to a minor league game. They got that quick pitch count and all that stuff. You can't sit in the batter's box scratching your balls and stuff no more. You got to get in here and go swing. So they're trying to change some things up.
But that's what I'm saying when it comes to sports, bro. They hyped up Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese because sports right now just was not it. Like the NBA ain't even been fire. And I hate to say that, but it has not been like spectacular. You get your moments here and there, but they don't call travel no more. They don't play defense no more like that. People taking superstars taking multiple days off, and they're not even hurt. Like
it's a different league, man. It's a different league.
Yeah. That's why people they wonder why football still dominates. Football is still football. People still
for the most part. They change the rules on that too.
Of course, especially hitting the quarterback. Yeah. But people, it's still going to be America's sport until somebody can surpass it.
Yeah. Well, so we're gonna still stick on some basketball. Talk about a trade I thought the Lakers was going to do. Caruso is going back to Oklahoma City. I thought that the Lakers should have tried it, wouldn't got him, but it seems like OKC was able to make a good deal with Chicago, and they got the infamous Josh Giddey.
Mm-hmm.
We know all the legal trouble he had this past year. How you like the trade?
I think it's gonna it helps. It definitely helps OKC, and I think like Giddey was if it wasn't for the situation that he went through, Giddey was going to be 18 points, 8 assists. Like Giddey would, I don't know if you remember, they were building him up to be a star. Like, because he was like amazing his first 2 seasons with them. It was him, it was Giddey, and it was Shea. It was Shea and it was Giddey. They were supposed to build the team around them 2 particular players. Giddey got in this situation in that summertime going into the season, everybody's saying, and then Giddey somehow took a step back. Then you got your guy, what's my big guy? Tall.
And they're talking about 7-footer just came back from injury.
Yeah, from the injury. He was a rookie, second-year rookie. When he came in, they started looking, and then what's my guy? He played the 3. He played the 2 and the
Jaylen.
Yeah, he emerged. Yeah, Jaylen. Yeah, he emerged to a whole different level of basketball, being one of the most improved in the NBA. And while all of this stuff is happening, and then they end up being the youngest number 1 seed ever in the history of basketball, by the way.
Yeah.
What you call it steps back. And like they got to trade him. And I think that this is a great trade because he wasn't really playing that many minutes like he was his first 2 seasons. And he about to watch what he do in Chicago.
Yeah, they saying he'll get the ball a lot more, have the team built around him. I'm trying to get this guy's name. Chet Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren, yeah. Yeah, Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of it.
He about to don't be surprised if he averaged 20 and 10 next year. He's a 6'8" true point guard. Giddey is a 6'8" point guard, bro.
Playing with Kobe. They're probably gonna keep Kobe, but they're probably gonna get rid of DeMar Vucevic. Do you think the Lakers will try to sneak DeMar Vucevic over to him?
I don't know, but I'm not high on DeMar. I'm not really high on him, but I'm high on Vucevic because you can't. It's hard to get a 20 and 10 guy like that. Like you can't find that. They don't grow on trees these days no more. And if he were to go to like the right situation, oh my gosh, I can imagine him with like a team like, I know he played for Orlando, but if he went back to Orlando, if he played for the Lakers, oh my gosh, bro. If I can imagine him on like teams that Golden State. If Vucevic played on Golden State, like I can imagine he needs to be on a winning franchise.
Would you think he would hurt Philly?
No. I think but he would come off the bench though. But it's the way that Embiid is, because Embiid he's not really back to the basket. It's never really been his game, even though they try to hype him up. He big man, all of this. He likes to shoot balls a lot. He likes to shoot the ball out, and he likes to move. He might be able to play both of them at the same time. It's gonna be, and Vucevic is he can shoot because he can shoot the tray ball, but he is a post player. Like he on the block. Yeah, he gets his work done on the block, and he rebounds the ball. So I think that would help Philly too, bro. Because if he's not Joel Embiid, but he will be able to, like I said, this is a guy that can really on a given night give you 20 and 10 on a given season. Literally 20 and 10.
Here's another outside the box. I wanted to work out, but his name been thrown into a lot too. I watched a video of him today. What about mid-season is not working out? Julius Randle for Vucevic.
I don't like it. I don't like it for New York because they got two other big men.
Well, they might be losing a couple of those guys too. Hartenstein might leave.
Hartenstein, great. He's a great backup. He had to start this year, but if they were to keep Hartenstein and get rid of Mitchell Robinson,
that's the other thing they're talking about, getting rid of Mitchell. I've heard reports on that as well.
They get rid of Mitch. Vucevic should take their team to another level. He would take them to another level.
Who?
And Vucevic would take New York to another level. Like offensively and defensively, he would take them to another level because now I got somebody that I can really go to down the stretch who's a really good passer. And if I'm getting tired, if I'm Jalen Brunson and I'm tired, like in the fourth quarter, I can give it to him, and then I can just sit back and have have all of my guys cut. Josh Hart and Devin Chinzo. I can have them just run the baseline.
It's interesting. Let's see what those trades do. Got a lot of off-season moves. They're making deals right away. That was one of the new bylaws, I guess, that teams can make deals with their players right away, right after the NBA Finals.
They better hope that bro. I have a feeling that the Denver Nuggets are somebody's gonna sell out and be like, I want to win a championship. And it's gonna be a really, really good player. I have a feeling that's gonna happen this summer.
to go to Denver?
Yeah, I have a feeling somebody's gonna sell out and be like, yo, let me go to Denver and help them out tremendously.
But the bylaws are different now. The money they'd have to, if they want to get paid, they're not gonna be able to, just go there.
They got it. They got enough. They got enough. But especially if like I don't think they're gonna. I don't think like what you call it doesn't have the super max because he signed before the super max. Jokic signed. He signed the super max, but he didn't sign the super max like Jaylen Brown did because he signed a year after or whatnot. But what's his name? Jamal Murray. That's the wild card. They're gonna sign him to a super max too. He probably might end up getting paid more than Jokic. Watch, he gonna get 250 to 300. They gonna pay him 250 to 300.
But that's how it's gonna be with everybody because it's gonna be who signs first, and the next person gonna get more than the next person. Luka's gonna get a whole bunch of money this summer, right?
Luka's going to be the highest paid basketball player in the history of basketball. That's all.
Tatum's coming up too.
Tatum is going to get about 310, 315. Luka's going to get more than that. Luka's going to be the first person to reach that 320, 330 because I think the max is 330 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Even though Luka don't play a lick of defense.
Everybody talking about that. We talking about it on our video.
Yeah, I'm upset with Kyrie. I'm really beefing with Kyrie right now, bro.
Because he didn't show up in Boston.
Yeah, not only did he not show up, but after the game, like he on this, bro. Like he on this I really don't care type vibe, bro. He on this I don't care type vibe, and I don't like it, bro. Like he's after the game talking about, man, we got here as a team, it's just a game and all of that. Kobe would never talk like that.
Yeah, that's not
Kobe would never say it's just a game. That's some LeBron stuff. LeBron has said LeBron has said it's just a game. I can go home to my nice house, my nice home, and make millions of dollars. LeBron say stuff like that. Come on, Kyrie. It's just a game, man. It's a lot more issues going on with the world. No, we come to you because we know it's a lot of issues going on in the world. But you're there to entertain us. That's what you do. Entertain us. Give us hope. Motivate us from what you do. You're not motivating us. Yeah, that's what people like. It be tripping me out when I be hearing these athletes talking about it's just a game, and all of that. And I go home, I don't even think about the game and all of that. Bro, like people don't look at you just because you play basketball, bro. They look at what intangibles that they try to find themselves in you.
Right.
People don't get that. They like this, we imitate art and we find the good. Like if we see somebody super cool, especially you remember when we were young, we wanted to be like people. It made us want to go be better and do all of that. If we seen people talking about, it's just a game, we're gonna be looking at them super crazy. Like,
yeah, that does aggravate me. Like I got my videos called Sports Motivation, but that's basically how I came up watching sports, just getting motivated off different things coaches would say, players would say. They wasn't saying that. Muhammad Ali wasn't saying that. Muhammad Ali was saying that. At first I thought I was great and then I became great.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing.
Where was Jordan to sit there, Jordan lose. Where was Jordan a year in and year out before he became champion? He'd sit there and be like, I can't wait next year. What Kobe say? Next year.
Yep.
I'm about to go to the gym. I might not take no time off. If I do, I'm gonna take a few days off. And all this summer, I'm thinking about this one particular thing because I'm about to go crazy. Y'all ain't finna. Yeah, I'm not. It makes me physically sick to watch another team win a championship. This is the passion that we look at people to play at, and that's something that's missing in the NBA.
Yeah, even if you hear some of the old time Lakers and Celtics, they really couldn't stand each other for real,
bro. You heard what Chris Webber said? Did you hear what Chris Webber said? He said, "Yo, I got a call to go play an opportunity to go play with Tim Duncan in San Antonio," and he was like, "No," and he he signed right back with the Sacramento Kings. Like how I look, jumping ship like that. Like, no, I'm Chris Webber. I'm one of the best players in the NBA, and I'm going to go team up with him. The
I
people
think that was around the time he should have came home. He did finally come back home
But
later in your career. He was hurt then.
Yeah, but
I remember that.
yeah,
I think him and Garnett were supposed to be free agents, and I was like, man, come home, CB, come home.
He was when he came back home. He was Christopher Webb.
He was Christopher Webber.
He's Christopher Webber.
he was
no longer Steve Webb. Yeah,
he was not CB4
at all, bro. He was definitely not
CW4.
Yeah, he's dead. He was not that no more. As I remember that.
That's on the tail end of our championship run, and then if he would have signed in the beginning, he'd have been with the pretty much the 04 Pistons.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
But his knees was shot though. His knees
was shot then. They were shot.
But
his jump shot, it was so bad. Had his knees not been that bad, he could have played a few more seasons because his jump shot was water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. Chris Webber was my favorite player. He was actually one of my favorite players outside of Michael Jordan. Like, I loved watching Chris Webber. Like, I knew I could never grow to be 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
But I remember like getting the ball in the post, and he used to, I remember I used to get the ball in the post, hold the ball up, and he used to like size his man up on his back. I used to love. I got that. He used to do that because of him, bro. And then turn the ball, try to grip it, turn around, look at your man, just so you can see who cutting.
Yep.
And who behind you, who open, because he was an amazing. People forget he was an
athlete.
Of course, athlete. When he first came in, he was amazing. I'm talking about like people don't understand. Like he had eyes in the back of his head, bro. He did all like he was amazing, bro. He was amazing.
Did you see the training videos? Rasheed's like rookie year when they going at it in Washington.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that Rasheed was a rookie on that Bullets team.
That squad had a squad low key.
Yeah.
They had Strickland, Juwan Howard, Chris Webber, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
There's a couple other players on there that was like, man, they had a nice team. It was young.
They ran into Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in the first round. Yep. They ran into I remember that year. Yeah, they got swept. They swept them too. They got swept, but like you can't. It's hard. Like Michael Jordan. This is like the greatest. That was like 96. I think that was 96.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, like that was. They won 72 games, and in the next 2 seasons they won 69.
As a matter of fact, they was the Washington Bullets, wasn't they?
The Washington, yes, they were the Washington Bullets, bro. That's what I'm saying. This is before, because this is before he went to Sacramento. This is before he signed with Sacramento. His last season, this was like 96. C. Webb, Juwan Howard, all of them boys, bro. They had a squad, bro.
Lorenzo Williams, Chris Whitney, Ben Wallace, Raj Strickland, Tracy Murray, George Marison, Tim Legler, Jaron Jackson, Juwan Howard, Harvey Grant. That's Horace Grant brother.
Yeah, it's twin.
The Calvert Chaney.
Oh, bro. All of these dudes, America. Y'all don't know a lot of those names, but a lot of those guys were really good. A lot of those guys. Calvert Chaney, what? George Marison was good too. What? Tracy Murray? Yo.
That's why Cole was on the show. I don't know if it was with you or not, but we talked about it. Like when you watch the game, even if they're trash teams, you kind of got to watch them because you're watching guys that are really good and will probably go to another team and be a star, a key player somewhere. Think about Boston when he was on San Antonio. That team was trash. Derek White. So I mean, it's a lot of players they'll come into other squads and be great players when they get the opportunity. So you got to watch these teams that aren't good and still see the future of where these other guys are going to go.
Bro, I did not think that. I know this is not a really great example, but bro, when KCP came over to the Lakers and he was playing like he was, and then he like I knew what Denver was getting because we seen the best of him in LA. So I knew how he was gonna be. But when I seen him play with LA, he was locking boys up. I was like, he wasn't playing like this in Detroit.
Yes, he was. He was. He just couldn't shoot. He couldn't shoot. That he could. His defense was his. They wanted. Matter of fact, they was going to offer him close to what LA got offered him. He just couldn't shoot. That was his problem.
Yeah.
But his defense was always there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't notice his defense until he got to LA, and I seen him. Well, they on TV a lot. They were on TV a lot more, of course. But when he got to LA, I was like, "Yo, this dude is locking up." They started calling him. They used to call him Kentavious. They used to say Kentavious. They say KCP. They went call when he first got to LA. They wasn't saying KCP. Yeah. He had to earn that name.
Kentavious.
Yeah, exactly.
Caldwell Pope.
Exactly. Yeah, they kept calling him by his first name when he first got to LA.
Hey, shout out to Lethal Shooter, who helped him modify that jumper, and he started killing it. Also, Lethal Shooter was in the finals again. I didn't know he was working with Jaylen Brown.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he got the clips on the like, okay. So he helped Jaylen with his shot too.
It's going to be interesting next season for the Boston Celtics because is Jason Tatum, because what he did this year in the playoffs, well, not this year, the last round was the first time I ever seen him become a playmaker, and he was really good as the playmaker. Like, I like him. I like Jason Tatum as the playmaker. Get to the middle of the floor, and they collapse, and you swing that ball. Is he going to be a playmaker next year, or is he going to get back to 101? I got to make sure I average 30 so I can be first or second team All-NBA.
No, it's about that money, so he probably going to do both. He'll switch it up when he needs to.
Because he better. He's a better – I'm not going to front, bro. He's a better playmaker than he is a scorer to me. He looks better playmaking than scoring because he looks – You say what?
We got to lock in that money first. Let me
Hey,
my first team.
Hey, it's already secured. This is his summer.
They get more. They get all these other bonuses, man. That junk add up.
Yeah. Bro, he about to get $315 million, bro, automatically off top. They don't even need – I don't even know if they need incentives. I don't even know how that work with that 300 because what you call it, he didn't make no team. Jaylen Brown didn't make no team. He still got $300 million. He still get $300 million.
We just need a percentage of that. Just a percentage. Hey, Juice, come sponsor the show. Be one of the sponsors.
Yo, fact. Hey, I will have on my Boston Green. People be like, "Yo, you're a sellout." Be like, "Man, it's paying my bills. What you talking about? You ain't paying me."
The Boston Lakers.
Boston Lakers. Yo, people gonna be like, "Why is BA even on the show?" And every day I have on my number 7 or my number 15,
right?
My number 11 or whatever I have on. Be thanks.
Shout out to Tatum and Brown. Well, since we were talking about the trades, I want to bring this one up too. This is history right here. On this day, this draft happened and the trade happened.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a good trade for both teams? Did anyone win more than the other one, or do you think it's how it should have happened?
I think it's how it should have happened. Luka is just a better player because he's bigger. He's bigger, right? And Trae is a good player. I think he was good in this situation because remember, Trae made it to the Eastern Conference Finals one year. If Luka would have went, if Luka goes to Atlanta, bro, I think we get a worse version of him.
Oh, you think that?
Yeah, because the organization,
not a strong organization.
It's not a strong organization, and as you can see with Trae, they still not really trying to build. They never really tried to build around him.
Right.
The one time where he made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, who did they play? They played Boston. Yeah, I think it was Boston.
Did they beat New York too? to get there.
They beat New York. Yeah, they beat New York to get there. But it had to be Boston because they've gone to damn near every Eastern Conference Finals. But after you see that he bring the Atlanta Hawks that didn't really have a squad like that, he carried them on his back to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is when you say, "Oh, we're gonna go build around you," but instead you go get somebody that plays the exact same position as him.
Yeah.
And that didn't make any sense. Like, go get you some superstars to go with this guy. And if Luka is in that same situation, they might treat him the same. Because Luka, one thing I can say about Boston is from day one, they tried to build around Luka. They started with Porzingis.
Dallas.
I'm sorry, yeah. That for day one, Dallas tried to do that. They tried to build around Luka. They started off with Porzingis, seen that they didn't work. And then this is when, okay, we're gonna bring Spencer Dinwiddie in, which we know that he's a guy that can average 20 points. So you can have somebody. Tim Hardaway is on his way up, so you're gonna have that, and then we're gonna get some big shooters, some big men who can rebound and shoot. And then if that doesn't work, now we got enough money to go get Kyrie. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with that type of support, it worked out. It worked out for them both. Well, it's unfortunate for Trae because Atlanta is a horrible franchise, bro. Horrible franchise, bro.
Yeah. And the way you just said it, I feel like they need to do what they did for Allen Iverson, build a team specifically around him that he can have success with. You know?
Yeah. Like,
the only thing Allen Iverson was missing on that team was another go-to scorer. If he had like a Tracy McGrady or something on that team,
they would have won. They probably would have won a chip. They would have won a chip because people forget that you got 4 other defensive players that lock up everything. Amazing individual defense as well as amazing team defense. And AI was just taking most of the shots. You get you one more scorer in there, even if it comes out, even if it's a 6 man. Oh my gosh. See, Lou Will was too young. He was too young when he came because he played with AI too. He was too young. But the Lou Williams, the 6th man of the year, Lou, would have helped him tremendously, but he wasn't mature at that time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about around the time when he went to the finals.
Yeah,
I think Tracy McGrady was old enough to do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another guy that maybe even VC, Vince Carter.
Because T Mac in 01 was I think 01 was his last year with if I'm not mistaken, was his last year with Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 2000 or it was 01. It was 01. 01 was his last year with Toronto, and then he went to in 02. Then the next following season he went to Orlando. When he could have went to possibly, but I want to be a superstar. I want to be my own man, like the old NBA. I want to go do me and be me. And then Grant Hill is there too.
Yeah, Grant. So, he was supposed to be with Grant. Grant got hurt, so that was sad for that. But I didn't know this too. T-Mac, that's his hometown.
Yeah, he's from Florida. He definitely.
Yeah, I didn't know that for years. I'm like, okay, that's why he went. He went to go home.
Him and Vince. Vince is from Florida as well.
Yeah.
It be that way, man. But you're right. You're right. You got to build around your superstars, man. This is every year. If you look at Trae numbers, every year he's averaging 24, 25 points or more with damn near 10 assists, bro. Every year. Every year.
Every year.
But he don't got nobody. And the old boy that came from he's from here.
Murray.
What's his name? Yeah. Murray. DeJounte Murray, bro. DeJounte Murray, bro.
And that's another name that's still linked to the Lakers, possibly, just so guys know.
Bro,
ladies and gentlemen know.
He's a point. DeJounte Murray is a playmaker, bro. He not no score. Like, he can score, but he ain't no scorer like that. He's a defender / playmaker. Low key, he is a younger version of Drew Holiday. That's what he is to me, because he locks people up and he can score when he has to, when you need him to. He not no person that you just go and give him the ball and be like, man, just go get everything. Go get it. Put you on the back. Nah, he ain't never been that type of player, but they're trying to make him into that type of player, but he needs the ball in his hands. But you're not better than Trae. No disrespect to him. Because they got 2 different games, but Trae is more proven than he is.
And then who else said something about the other player? They're talking about Zach LaVine. He's not linked to the Lakers, but he's linked to the 76ers and to, was it Utah?
I don't know, man. Zach, I'm done with Zach. He's another Seattle kid too, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know he's from Seattle.
Yeah, he's from a place called Bothell, which is like a greater. He is Seattle, but it's like greater Seattle. It's like right outside of Seattle.
Okay.
Zach LaVine is. I just feel like once he got that bag, bro. It's like he ain't been the same since, bro. He just chilling, bro. He just relaxing. I'm paid. Let me try to play for one more big contract and I'm good. That's what I really think. He been exactly, bro. Exactly.
Did you see it worse?
Bro, the Bulls had a chance to make it to the playoffs and everything, bro. This dude said, "Nope, I'm doing my knee surgery. I'm doing whatever surgery he did." Well, it wasn't even mandatory for him to do it, and it wasn't gonna mess up his career or not. He still could have played.
You know why, right? The rumor was they had the deal on the table hot.
The trade.
Detroit.
I forgot. Yeah,
he was supposed to go to Detroit, and they said that deal was flaming hot, like it was gonna go down. He said, "Nope, I'm gonna get my surgery."
I forgot about the trade. I forgot about
They're gonna have to start. They're gonna have to start putting bylaws where they could trade guys even if they injured. That'll stop all that.
Man, bro, I ain't saying much, man. These people are crazy, bro. It's just crazy how there's so many good players in the NBA. What people don't talk about, there are so many amazing players who, with their skill and their talent and their physicality down to shreds by staying with one organization or going to different organizations that don't win. And it sucks. I feel like Demar Derozan is one of them, and Zach LaVine is another one of them. And just so happily, they both play for the Bulls.
And Ben, you see Ben putting the videos out again, like he working, like he gonna come back as the best player in the league again. I don't believe it. I don't trust it,
bro.
It's funny to watch though.
You had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant on your team with you, two scorers that don't like handling the ball for real. Both of them don't like. And Kyrie, he a point guard, but he a two guard really. He don't like handling the ball and bringing the ball down court. He like getting to his spots and making stuff happen. Ben Simmons could have ran a point forward, and could have been a Draymond Green getting everything. Like, bro,
so much potential.
I mean, he's a two or three time All-Star.
Yeah. I don't see it happening anymore though.
Nah, like, and he ain't. And what is it? How old is he now? 27. He's still
he's still under 30. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's still young, bro. I don't know, bro. When he came in, bro, I thought he was LeBron 2.0. I'm gonna keep.
That's what I
was like, he played better defense than LeBron because he was locking. He played 1 through 5 and was locking people up, bro. And then averaged 18 to 20 points. He couldn't even shoot the ball, bro. Had no jump shot and still averaging almost 20 points.
The one thing that I remember from the scouting reports was even in college, they question his hunger and his desire. That's the one thing you can never question about LeBron.
Yeah.
His work ethic. He's going to give you the work.
Yo. That's one thing I can say about LeGM. What I can say about LeGM, bro, is one thing I know is that he does love the game. He might not be an alpha type player, like a I ain't gonna say alpha, but like he may not be the killer, the aggressive killer. He may not be. That's never really been him. But through all of that, one thing I can say is he loves this game. He loves it and he wants to win.
Yeah. So with that said, because I wanted Seven to be here. Where you at, Seven? Where you at, man?
Seven just put a video. It looked like he just put a video out on Twitter. I just reshared. I just retweeted this video just now.
Now I was gonna ask him, you think LeBron got one more championship in him? I just seen ESPN talking about it. I've been thinking about it probably for the last week. Can he get one more out of these last couple years?
No. He can get one more. Let me stop. He can get one more, but it ain't gonna be with the Lakers though. He's definitely has to go to he's gonna have to go to like I said, to a Dallas, to a Philadelphia. He's gonna have to go to like a team that's ready. Like in this point of his career, since he's not running, he's not really running stuff because he's older now, much older. He's gonna be a plug and play guy because you can plug him on any squad and he's gonna make them better. But he's gonna need to be on a team that truly really they need him, but they don't need him for a few things, but they don't need him for everything.
Everything.
And they already got to be winning.
Kyrie, Luka, LeBron, and Klay Thompson.
Yeah, bro. Oh
Gafford,
bro. Oh my
Lively,
God. OMG.
Russia. Yeah, I don't know.
Because what's his name? Derrick Jones. Oh my gosh. Put LeBron right there. Everywhere. Put LeBron. All those places where Derrick Jones was. The series is different. Everything is different, bro. But he just don't. But LeBron don't play defense no more either, though. He don't really play defense like that. He be saving his energy, but with that type of team, he wouldn't have to save his energy because he got people that's gonna bag him up, and I hate to say it, LeBron goes to that team. LeBron is, for the first time in his career, is the third best player on the team.
At this point.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah, he's the third best player on that Dallas team if he goes to Dallas. If he goes to if he go to Philly, he's going to be the third best player on that team.
Let's see. I still don't think he's gonna leave though. I think he's staying in LA.
I mean, now that they got JJ Redick, it's a possibility, but if he want to play with his son on the same team, then I really don't think the Lakers are going to get Bronny. Because now you know who they're comparing Bronny to?
Who?
Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I did see that.
They saying he's the next Drew Holiday. But Drew Holiday is he's a legit 6'4", though.
Yeah.
Like legit. Bronny's only 6'1". Yeah, Bronny's only 6'1".
All right, well, that's all I got for today, guys. I appreciate everybody that's joined into the live. I see you joined in today. And everybody that's going to show up on the replay. You got any plugs today?
Man, go to Get Your Bars Up Reactions. Go subscribe, man. We are 8 subscribers away from 2,000, man. That's it. 8 subscribers away from 2,000, man. So go subscribe over there, man. And make sure y'all hit that like button and share the content over here for sure as well.
So I forgot this too on the show. It slipped me, but it's quick. For the ladies, they are playing tonight on Ion. They started already Indiana versus Atlanta. And the late game is going to be Connecticut versus the Vegas, which should be a very good game. The defending champions versus the best team in the league.
Oh, man. Shoot. Indiana is on a win streak, too, by the way. They won 3 in a row.
Yeah, Caitlin.
Yeah. That's because what you call it, her, what's her name? What's the big girl down low that she got? What's the big girl name? I can't remember her name. But big girl down low that played for South Carolina, she finally showing up. She was Rookie of the Year last year. She finally pulling her weight now.
I'm trying to pull up.
Yeah. Connecticut versus the Aces. That's gonna be, man, that's the game to watch because these are the, I mean,
this premier team.
Yeah, these two. I think Connecticut only lost 1 or 2 games so far. Like they are ahead by a lot in first place.
Yeah, so right now, since we brought it up, the Fever are up 59-42 in the third.
Fever are up 59-40. Ooh, look at they about to really hate Caitlin.
Come on, Boston, Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, Aaliyah Boston. Yeah. What do you see her? You see the actual stats?
Right now, she 3 for 3. She's got 6 rebounds and 6 points. And Clark got 9 points, 3 of 7 shooting, but 3 of 6 downtown, and 5 assists.
Yeah. The only issue with them is Caitlin turns the ball over too much. But that comes with time because
she got 5 turnovers.
Yeah, see, that's like she averaging, I think, 6, like close to damn near 7 turnovers a game, bro. And that's never been done in WNBA history. So she's about to break the record for that. But if she continues to keep distributing the ball the way that she does, which we already knew she could, they'll be fine. They can make a run. They can make a run because everybody is starting to settle in. Like, because I've been watching them play, and they are everybody's getting used to her, and she's getting used to the pressure. But a lot of her turnovers are like she was getting ripped, but now a lot of her turnovers are off her foot, off her knee, or some type of some passes that she do. And that's stuff that she's going to have to clean up because she takes extremely too many chances. She takes too many chances. You're on mute. You're on mute, Hank. Shout out to Kelsey Plum too. Tell her come holler at me. Everybody, tell her to come go to get your bars up. Look up BA. She'll find my information.
We had a freeze again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we just died for a second.
Oh.
Studio problems.
Of course, it happens. It happens, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to everybody watching. Check out the games on Ion. I'm sure they're probably putting it on Twitter and stuff too. If you haven't, hit those buttons, please like and subscribe, share, comment. And, you could always hit us and let us know what you would like to see on the show, see for videos, hit us, direct message, email, all that, support the show. And, yeah, this is it for this show. I'm planning on doing another one of these, BA. I don't know if you're going to be down.
You just got to tell me what day, and then I'll see what's good, of course.
Gotcha. I was thinking about, if me, I'll do something right away late at night, or if not tomorrow.
Well, like I said, hit me. A night. I mean, on Fridays and Saturdays, I can make something happen if I'm not doing my thing or whatnot. But outside of that, like, yeah, just let me know. You just gotta hit me like you normally do. You'll be able to make it to the show. And I'm either gonna pull up, you ain't gonna get no response, or if I can't make it, I'm gonna definitely say, nah, I can't make it. That's it.
Gotcha. Yeah, anybody hasn't watched our one from last week, go ahead and check it out. It was a long one, but it was good. Go watch the show, and we'll be back again here for every Friday night, sports night, Sports Game Vision 6. If I'm not at 6, I'll still be in it for a show, no matter what. But no matter what, we'll be here. But have a good weekend and good rest of the night, and we'll see you later. Peace.